A man in a black suit walks up to you at a coffee shop. He sits down next to you and says, "You know why I'm here, what will you do?" I ask for the password. If he doesn't know it, I leave. If he does, I get mad at him for interfering with the timeline. The significant owl hoots in the night. Double quote. I'd stare into my coffee, take a breath and slowly nod. I'd respond, "I know precisely why you're here. But do you?" Then I'd turn to him, hold eye contact for about 3 seconds and lean in for a big kiss. This happened to me, but I accidentally held eye contact for 4 seconds before I sealed the kiss. Now I'm in jail. I say no. I do not. I offer to help him find out. He likely has dementia or some other mental illness. I find his child he was accompanying. They explain that this happens every week. This makes me sad. I pull out a massive 19-inch dildo with a clean engraving on it and say, "Of course, sire." Double quote. "You look different on your Grindr account." Double quote. I slid a USB towards him. "Your mission. Should you choose to accept it." Then I get up and leave. I am picturing you doing this with like a random USB drive that you would actually have with you. Like just full of school projects and old photos. Edit spelling. Put on my sunglasses. Finish my cup of coffee and crush the cup with my hand. Fix my tie and stand up. Let's blow this popsicle stand. There's 106 miles to Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas. Half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark out. And we're wearing sunglasses. Serious answer. Nothing. Sit there with every bit of confidence you have. Just look at him and sip your coffee. Wait. Since we are in a coffee shop, this is the wrong place to kill me. So I assume this won't happen. And I'm interested what happens instead. Quietly hand him the envelope and then walk away. Me. Okay. I admit it. The bodies are in the basement. I didn't even mean to kill the third one. But she wouldn't stop screaming. Please. Just don't take me to jail. Double quote. Guy. Dot. I was trying to sell you a cell phone. That was my catchphrase. Me. Dot. Oh. Double quote. Guy. Dot. Double quote. Pull out my suitcase of black market assorted Neuralink transmitted SX toys. Oh, I wish I had a cool line from a movie, but I'd probably just stare at him till he talks. You have to do it really confidently. Sip your coffee. Lean back. Stare right into his eyes. And wait. That's my purse. I don't know you. Kickin' nuts. I thought this would happen. I look up at him and sip the foam off my coffee. There must have been a fault in the calculations, right? Somehow you ended up in a different timeline and had to get back. So you're here to tell me not to make the time traveling thing in the first place. The man takes his glasses off and looks at me. I stop, noticing he cannot possibly be me. Well, that sounds complicated, my friend, but I'm here to see Trevor. I thought you were him. He opens a briefcase to reveal some pocket pea eyes and takes one. This one is Brie Larson. Here, have this for your troubles. He then closes the briefcase and walks away in search of Trevor. Tell him to get 6 feet the FCK back. Consider this the refusal of the call. I'll go on your top secret mission quest after the pandemic. FCK you very much. I knew it. I knew I had superior abilities and that I was special. Suck IT. Haters. Double quote. Sir. I'm with the IRS. You're under arrest for tax evasion. Double quote. So. The operation went off smoothly. Double quote. Listen to what he says. At least at first. Something might be catching up with me. Or he could just be a well-dressed loony. It's worth finding out either way. I've been there. I was walking up to my front door and a man in a suit was there. Asked me if I was so and so. And said, I'm sure you know why I'm here. He served me. Said thanks and dropped it the ground and went inside. pretend I know what's going on and go along with it and unwittingly end up in an adventure where I'm part of a team of people who save the world. However, like in every single movie ever, I would most likely seemingly only be saving America, New York City to be exact. Wait. That seems super risky. How can you be sure you won't be the one member of the team who has the super tragic death just to kick the audience right in the feelings? The man in a black suit is from the funeral parlor and wants to talk to me about making a pre-arrangement. Double quote. I'd ask him for his terms and if his mortuary offers a layaway plan. Pay now. Die later. I would say, wrong guy, you want the one at table 69, and point to the table furthest from the door and then say give me the plant in my best robotic voice. After this I would try and airdrop him Wall-E memes from across the room. I'd say, of course I do. Then I would suddenly stand up and say, with some urgency, excuse me a second. I'll be right back. Serve his coffee. That's Jimbo and he's a regular. He likes double Americano with a pump of caramel. Say, alright then, get on with it. Best case scenario, I walk out of the shop with cat girl serum. Worst case scenario, I'm killed for knowing too much. Win-win. Of course. I say as I press a button on my shirt. Changing into a similar black suit. Let's move. Double quote. We both run out swiftly to the car. Hopefully we weren't seen. We need this operation to be top secret. After all. Fine, I'll pay for the porn. I would bring out my plans for being mysterious. Dump my coffee on them and then walk away. Then he would say, well, that was mysterious. I tell him, I know why I'm here. But do you know why you're here? Dot. Then I pull the reverse Uno card on him and make him question his own motives. And that of his employer. I brainwash him to infiltrate his own office while wearing my face mask and kill himself and his boss. And then I walk in with his face mask on. And then I get promoted to the boss's position. Meanwhile, I see all of this live on my screen. Waiting for my next move. I look him dead in the eyes, yeah. But the money first. He hands over some bags filled with money. I take out the 30-inch unicorn horn dildo. Now it's yours. I order a hot chocolate and say, please don't take this the wrong way. You are extremely attractive in a black suit and all. But I'm not the person you asked for a date in the online meeting a week ago. The person you are looking for is 3 chairs to the left of me. Double quote. I say yes. Put on my black sunglasses and look back at him. We were never here. The cover story is a gas leak in the kitchens. Then let's go rescue the Prince of Zorting Ivy from the Flivorp mercenaries hired by the Carameline Empire. Earth is a protected neutral planet. And the prince was granted sanctuary. Double quote. We exchange SD cards. I plug mine into my phone. Run a script. Nod curtly at him and leave. It had been an easy job. And it paid well. The next job wouldn't be so easy. But then. That's why they come to me. I'd stand up, grab his hand with both of mine and say at last. After all these years. Welcome, comrade. Welcome. Sit down. Rest your weary elbows. You'll take a glass of vodka? Then I'd call out over my shoulder, Emma Dalit. Break out the false passports and the rabbit skin hats. We are going to Moscow. Double quote. Then I'd just wait for a reaction. I roll my 20-sided die. I got a natural 20. I stand up and attempt to put him in an armbar. He easily escapes out of it and proceeds to kick my ass. When he is done, I respond before going unconscious. But I rolled a natural 20. Double quote. I say yay. But why am I in a coffee shop? It's 5 AM and I was about to go to sleep. He stares into my eyes searching for the answer and comes up flabbergasted. I don't know if I spelled that last word correctly, but the meter of this story demands that I press on. I ask if I'm some kind-of savior and he tells me no. He's simply been watching me from afar. Curiously. He can't tell me anything else or risk being court-martialed. We leave it there. He pays for the coffee and exits. I also move to exit and realize that I'm in southwestern Idaho by the iconic map that makes up one of the many coffee shops Decker. By this point I realize this is probably a dream or a Reddit post and I wake up less or more delirious than I entered into. I'd nod gravely and let him do the talking while casually sipping my Coke. Looking outside. I'd nod gravely and let him do the talking while casually snorting my Coke. Looking outside. Invite him for a coffee. Then tell him to wait for me. I have to go to the bathroom. Let him alone and pay both coffees and my donut with extra cream. I'll say to him, yes, I know why you're here. You can tell the Ziltoids that Starbucks does crap coffee and Cafe Nero is underrated. Double quote. Roundhouse kick. Take briefcase. Move to Guam. Bury suitcase. Move back. Continue coffee. Look. We both know I couldn't pay down what I broke in a dozen lifetimes. At this point. Paying it back isn't even my problem. What else are you here for? I give him the package. But not before I see the money. Keep it simple and professional. Question why I'm in a coffee shop when I hate coffee. Then after that. Say so you have it then. Silk song release date. Double quote. You're late. I said before we left the shop. He then held my hand as we walked down a dark road with a small glimmering light at the end. This is as far as I can go. He said and gave me a warm smile. Thank you. Death. I'm glad you didn't forget about me. I said before shaking his hand one last time and made my way down the long staircase towards the glimmering light. Answering honestly. This would probably turn awkward real fast. I would say what? He would repeat himself. I would stutter out and I don't know what's going on. He would just get up and leave. And I would go back on AskReddit wondering what the hell just happened. I would look him in the eye, breast out, I'd take a deep breath and I'd say, sir, I haven't seen any aliens here in the shop, so don't use that memory eraser thing on me cause I swear things will be bloody ugly here. I must try this. I'll have a locked phone, USB stick and an envelope with money with me. If you say nothing I'll get my notebook and a pen and let them tell a story. This could be great. I get up and I say he's paying for me. Then I leave. Yes, I know why you are here and am arresting you on suspicion of possession of illegal substances. Please do not resist arrest. Ask him to be more specific since I have multiple contacts lined up that day and they all gave the cable company times of between 9 AM and 8 PM. I respond yes. I am aware, to which he replies the time has come. I'm prepared. I begin to run away when suddenly he grabs my collar and demands I get in the car. I resist. But it is no use. He yells now. As I continue to resist. He overpowers me and picks me up. Puts me in the car and says we will go to the park another day and if you keep acting up, we are not going for ice cream. Dot. I'm prepared. I begin to run away when suddenly he grabs my collar and demands I get in the car. I resist, but it is no use. He yells now as I continue to resist. He overpowers me and picks me up, puts me in the car and says we will go to the park another day and if you keep acting up, we are not going for ice cream. Me. What's progression at? Man. 67% me. So it'll be done soon. Good. Man. You really think this is going to work? Me. Oh. Trust me. I know it'll work. Man. I mean. You've been right before. But this seems a bit more outlandish than your other experiments. Me. Oh. It's going to work. And we'll show the world that I was right. It is possible to bring them back. But it's not possible to control them. Unless of course, you know how to direct their instincts. Soon. The world will see. Screen blacks out. And a low growl is heard. Yeah. 4F King coffee like everyone else. There are empty tables. Do you mind? I don't think you understand. I understand. You have boundary issues. Read my lips. FCK off. Look. The secret word is Rasputin. Rasputin, hey. Freaking nut job. Hey everybody. This jabroni says the secret word is Rasputin. Everybody else runs out of the cafe because they're all spies too. Spy guy puts his head in his hands and just sighs deeply. Raise an eyebrow and wait for him to continue. If he says something I like, motion for him to go on. If he doesn't, turn away. I grab the briefcase sitting next to me. I whisper, $50,000 in the case. Here, take it. Once you do the job, I give to the other half. I left the body in a black bag at XXXXXX. Use my burner phone number when it's done. We'll set a place to meet. Make sure no one ever finds out about this. Then I get up and leave. Little does he know there's only actually $500 in there and the rest is lotto tickets which I already scratched and it only won another $1,000. And inside the body bag is actually a dummy dressed in a clown costume. I gave him the phone number of the local police. So he's gonna get in big time trouble. My fingerprints are nowhere. I've wiped all security footage. I'm the manager at the coffee shop, and I didn't even tell him my real name. And I wore a wig and contacts. No sympathy for the devil. Keep that in mind. Buy the ticket. Take the ride. And if it occasionally gets a little heavier than what you had in mind, well, maybe chalk it up to forced consciousness expansion. Tune in. Freak out. Get beaten. Double quote. It's about time. I'd exhale into my drink after inspecting my visitor. I have a lot of questions. I hope you're prepared to answer them truthfully. And if you think what you know puts you at an advantage, it does not. I will know if you lie or leave something out. If you're straight with me, I'll be straight with you. Double quote. I would say here's the money. Let's go. Then he drives me to a secluded place. Pulls out a gun and shoots me in the head. He buries my body and leaves. Nobody finds out what happens to me. Ask, have all the targets been eliminated? Double quote. If he answers yes, I wire him the money and we walk away. Rest of the world rests easy now that the Trumps, McConnell and Lindsey Graham are all gone. Nod at him. Text my wife and daughter. And go. If this guy showed up now, in reality something has gone very wrong behind the scenes, and so something would need doing about that.